Hey, welcome to Esther Grace Encouragement and Motivational Podcast. The word encouragement means the action of giving someone support, confidence, or hope. The word motivational means designed to promote the desire or willingness to do or achieve something. As I put together this podcast with the help of God, I pray that each time you listen, indeed you will be blessed. The best thing about this podcast is that the words that I share are not my own words, but those from and of God. So without the shadow of a doubt, I know we all will be encouraged and motivated, as the title says. Title: Love. What comes to our mind when we think of the word love? Love is an action word shown by us in different ways to different people. But the greatest love of all is the unconditional agape love that God showed for us when He sent His only begotten Son to die for us on Calvary's cross. For love is as strong as death is. Its jealousy unyielding as the grave. It burns like blazing fire, like a mighty flame. Many waters cannot quench love. Rivers cannot wash it away. If one were to give all the wealth of his house for love, it would be utterly scorned. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. This is how we know what love is. For Jesus Christ laid down His life for us. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. This message you heard from the beginning. We should love one another. Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. This is how God showed His love among us. He sent His one and only Son into the world that we might live through Him. This is love. Not that we loved God, but that He loved us and sent His Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins. Dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. No one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God lives in us, and His love is made complete in us. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life. I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness. Give thanks to the God of gods. His love endures forever. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation, will be able to separate us from the love of God. See how very much our Father loves us, for He calls us His children, and that is what we are. The faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. Great is His faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning. I have loved you even as the Father has loved me. Remain in my love. Are you battling with the question of whether God really loves you? Well, his answer is 1,000 times yes. With every sunrise and bright moon, with every blooming flower and soft rain falling, he sings a love song to you. Some people simply enjoy being with others. They make friends with strangers easily and are always surrounded by friends. Other people are shy or reserved. They have few friends but are frequently uncomfortable talking with people they don't know or mingling in crowds. Shy people don't need to become extroverts in order to love others. John isn't telling us how many people to love, but how much to love people. We already know our job is to love faithfully the people God has given us to love. Whether there are 2 or 200 of them, if God sees that we are ready to love others, He will bring them to us, no matter how shy we are. We don't need to be afraid of the love commandment. God provides us the strength to do what He asks. E&M today taken from Jeremiah 3 verse 3, Psalms 136 verse 2, Romans 8 verse 38 to 39, 1 John 3 verse 1, Lamentations 3 verse 22 and 23, John 15 verse 9, and Jeremiah 31 verse 3. Songs of Solomon 8 verse 6 and 7, 1 Corinthians 13 verse 13, 1 John 3 verse 16, Genesis 1 verse 1, 1 John 3 verse 11, 1 John 4 verse 7 to 12, and John 3 verse 16. Remember, you can tune in to Esther Grace encouragement and motivational podcast on anchor.fm/Esther Grace, www.breaker.audio/Esther Grace encouragement and motivational podcast, radiopublic.Esther Grace encouragement and motivational podcast, and also on Spotify. And please remember, when I say E&M, it means encouragement and motivational. Please remember to love with the love that God requires from us. Have a God bless evening.